Good morning, everybody. So, we took our small dog to the groomers, and now they are done. They were done much quicker than I thought they were going to be. So I'm going to go pick her up.
All right, get in the car. No, in the car, Cooper. Remy, come on, let's go. All right, you get in your seat.
So me and Pastor Richard have got some really awesome ideas, and we're gonna go scout out the youth room here.
Yes.
I don't know if I want to give it away yet because it's gonna be a ton of work to do it. But we've got to go look at the gym, and we've got some big plans, especially since Pastor Richard here is a contractor. So
that's all the hint they need.
That's it. That's all you're.
Big and a contractor.
Big plans, contractor, and I'm gonna need your manual labor. So don't be afraid to sign up when we need it.
Yes.
All right, so story time real quick. Sitting in the office, getting ready to make plans. We're gonna go do some Christmas shopping, and Pastor Richard and Mary were both like, "What are you talking about? You're going tonight, right?" And I'm like, "Going where?" I forgot we have a sectional Christmas party tonight, and I made plans to go to that. Except I forgot to tell my wife that we're going to that. She ain't happy. She's very upset at me right now. And I don't really blame her. I'm so sorry. I owe you big. But it's because I love you. Sorry. But at least now I'll have something to shoot for later instead of us just walking around Christmas shopping, so the church that we went to for the Charity Gale concert, they're doing a drive-through nativity. It's really kind of cool. They've got like this, their big parking lot is sectioned off in little sections, and like as you drive through, there's different stations that tells the story of Jesus' birth. But yeah, it's a drive-through nativity. It's raining. That's gonna be unpleasant. Do you see that, miss? Do you see that bird out there? I've been wondering who in the world's been tearing up part of the parking lot, like going through and ripping grass out and throwing it in the parking lot. That's the culprit right there. That little jerk. He's just going down the seams of the parking lot, ripping up the grass, looking for bugs. I was like, who did this? It was like that the other day. All right, little man, you get you some food. Alright, so apparently the struggle difference is real because it takes me all of like 30 seconds to like put water in my hair and do that. And my wife spends like half an hour at a table full of products. I mean, her hair looks fantastic.
I look way better than you do.
She does. I'm in like a black V-neck right now.
Yeah,
I'm not going in a black V-neck. I gotta get dressed. So let me go get my shirt on.
verses that are utilized and quoted often, but I'm not going to get to the end. I'm going to use a part that may not be heard or referenced by a lot of us often, but I really felt God drop this in my spirit as I was preparing this week and praying this week about our meeting tonight. Beginning in verse 1, we're going to go down to verse 6. How amiable are thy tabernacles, O Lord of hosts. Verse 2, my soul longeth, yea, even fainteth for the courts of the Lord. My heart and my flesh crieth out for the living God. Verse 3, aren't you glad he's alive tonight, right? Amen. Verse 3, yea, the sparrow has found a house, and the swallow a nest for herself, where she may lay her young, even in thine altars, O Lord of hosts, my King and my God. Verse 4, blessed are they that dwell in thy house. They will be still praising thee. That is an interesting statement, that they'll be still praising him. Goes on in verse 5, it says, blessed is the man, we just sang about that, whose strength is in thee, and whose heart are the ways of them. Verse 6, here is where I'm really going to key in tonight. Who passing through the valley of Baca, make it a well, and the rain also filleth the pools. Father, I pray tonight for just the next few moments, as you'd allow me to, you'd use me as your willing vessel, your humble servant, God, to let the word flow to ministers. It's an absolute honor that I even stand where I stand, and it's not of my own accord. Lord, it's for such a time as this. I'm still trying to understand what all of that means and what your purpose and your intention is. Yet here we are tonight at the end of a year that many said we wouldn't make it through. And that's by your grace, and it's by your mercy. But now I pray that, Lord, as I endeavor to pour something into the men and the women of God in this room, the giants of the faith, that you'd give me some words that would bring some encouragement, some edification, Lord, but also bring some establishment in the long-lasting truths that have made us who we are. Center us and gravitate us back tonight, Lord, to the cross of Christ, and that our hope is in you and you alone, and that those that place their eyes on you will never fail, will never do without, and you'll always bring us through by your grace and by your mercy. We thank you for it tonight, and we ask it in the name of Jesus. And all of the God's people said, Amen.